Okay, hello everyone. This is Mr. Manning, and this video is going to be just kind of a quick introduction to this course. And I'm going to quickly go through the syllabus and just talk a little bit about how the structure of the course is set up. So, welcome to Computer Applications Online. I am kind of assuming for a lot of you this might be your very first online class. Hopefully it is something that will be enjoyable for you, and you'll like doing an online course. I've got the syllabus pulled up right here, and we're just going to talk a little bit about some of the key items that are on it. This is available to you on the Canvas website. You can either go to the tab. You can go to the tab called Syllabus, or you can also go to the Announcements tab. So let's talk about Canvas real quick. So when you log into Canvas, you're probably going to see something like this. Although you're probably not going to have all of these classes. This is mine, and I have all of these classes. But for you, you're probably just going to have Computer Applications Online. So you're going to click on that, and you're going to see something kind of like this. Over here on the left is your kind of navigation bar, and this is probably going to be the most important thing for you. There's really two key areas that you're going to need to check on a regular basis. So the first one is the announcements. So if you click on announcements, you can see that I have already posted one announcement for you, and it says syllabus and beginning of semester info. So if you click on that, you can see that I wrote a quick message just kind of welcoming you to the class. And I mentioned that the class officially begins on January 8th. So if you are currently watching this video, it is either January 8th or later. So yay, the class has begun. And then I mentioned that the main things that you need to know right now is that you're going to look over the syllabus, which that's what this video is about. I would like for you to sign up for Remind, and the information to do that is right down here. And then also that the class starts on January 8th. We already talked about that. There are two links. This first one is a link to open the syllabus in Google Docs. The second one is to download the syllabus as a Word document. Doesn't really matter to me which one you choose. You'll notice that on most things that I post for you to do, I will try to provide you with a Google Docs version, and on some things I might provide you with a Microsoft Word version as well. Okay, so if you click on this, you're going to get the syllabus to open up. So here's our syllabus. Up here at the top, probably one of the most important things about this, ways to contact me. All right, so you can email me anytime you want, and that's probably the best way to contact me because I will most likely respond to your email fairly quickly, especially if you email during the school day. So this is my school email address, and if you send me an email, I will try to get back to you as quick as possible. Canvas also has an option where you can send a direct message. So if you're in Canvas and you're working on something and you have a quick question and you don't feel like opening your email, you can do it through Canvas. I might not respond to this quite as quickly because I don't get a notification that you've sent it until I log into Canvas. So until I log in, I won't see that you've sent me anything. So it might take a little bit longer on the response. And then finally, face-to-face. For any of you that have met me, you are always welcome to come by. And of course, if you haven't met me, you're welcome to come by too. I'm in room 65 during the school day. And then anytime I have PLT, I'm in the library. So you are welcome to come by and try to find me during those times. Speaking of PLT, I'm going to post my PLT schedule on Canvas as well. Hopefully by the time that you are viewing this video, I have already done that. It'll be part of an announcement. Okay? But stop by, say hi, introduce yourself. If you have a question, we can talk about it then. All right? The only time I probably won't be able to talk to you is if I have a class going on and we're in the middle of something important. But most of the time, I bet I'd be able to talk to you right then. If I'm not, I'll probably give you a good time to come back. Okay. So a little bit about this course. This is an introduction computer class. This is mainly meant for beginning computer users. Now, I'm not talking about somebody that has never looked at a computer before. I'm assuming that all of you guys have used computers for multiple reasons. But this really isn't the course for the expert computer user. So if you've built 10 computers and you fix all of your family's stuff and you know everything about computers, this is probably not the class for you. You're going to be bored. But if you just use the computer for school stuff and, occasionally to play games or whatever, then I think this will be a good class for you, because we're going to talk about some stuff that you probably have never heard before or thought about before. So let's talk about what we are going to discuss. The standards are all listed right here. This first one, apply input methods, that is a standard on typing. And I think for the online class, I am not going to require you guys to do that. So yay, big cheer for you. You're not going to have to do typing in the online version. But the other four, I think you will do. So standard number 1, execute basic computer operations. We're going to mainly talk about the parts of the computer, what they do. If you were going to go out and buy a computer, or if you were going to build your own computer, what sorts of things would you need to know? What would be a good computer to get for certain situations, like if you're getting ready to go to college, or you want it to be able to play the latest games, or you just want it to watch Netflix or whatever, then that's what we're going to discuss. We'll also talk a little bit about software during that unit. And this will be the very first one that we start with. So most likely in the module that you are interacting with right now, after this video, there is going to be some activities for you to do related to this stuff. The next one is going to be our presentation applications unit. This is going to be more project-based. You're going to be using Google Slides, PowerPoint, possibly Prezi, or other presentation apps. Now, I know that you guys have used these before and you're not brand new to it. So usually what I like to do during this unit is I try to show you some more advanced features. We do things like, how do you find a really cool background off of the internet? How do you insert a video or use hyperlinks? How do you make things move on their own? How do you play sounds? So stuff that's maybe a little bit more challenging than your typical, I'm going to type a little bit of text and throw a photo on that slide and call it done. Okay. The third unit is going to be all about the internet, how it works physically and digitally. The internet is something that we use every single day, and most of us have no idea how it works. So we're going to really focus in on how it works, the security part of it, how to not get caught in some sort of scam, how to make sure that you don't get hacked, all that kind of stuff. And then finally, the very last unit, we are going to do some Microsoft Word stuff or Google Docs stuff. And it's going to be very similar to the presentations unit. I know that you've used this stuff before, so we're going to hopefully do some more advanced kinds of things. Okay. How will the course be structured? You're going to get these things called modules. A module will get posted about every 2 weeks. A module will consist of several activities that you will need to do. And there'll be different kinds of activities. So you might have a video to watch, like you're doing right now. There might be some notes to take that go along with that video. The notes are always optional, but I strongly recommend them. They will help you on the summatives, and I'll talk about the summatives in a moment. But you can take notes during the video. There will be some activities to complete. These would be like formatives, and I would like for you to do those and submit them on Canvas so that I can give you some feedback. There will be probably some formative quizzes, true, false, multiple choice questions, possibly short answer. And then with each module, there will probably be at least 1 or 2 discussion questions where I'm just mainly looking for like your opinion or kind of your background with certain things. Okay, summatives. We are going to have a total of 4 summatives. 2 of them will be project-based summatives. The standard number 3, the presentation applications, and standard 5, the word processing. Those will be projects. So you're going to have a large project that you're going to create, and then you will submit them. The other 2, the standard number 2, execute basic computer operations, and standard 4, the internet, those will be more traditional type summatives where you'll have a 2.0 portion that'll be mostly true, false, multiple choice, and you'll have a 3.0 portion which will be short answer, and you'll have a 4.0 portion which will probably be more of an essay kind of long response. On those summatives in particular, you will have a window of 72 hours to complete the summative. I will send out a remind, and I will also post on Canvas when the window opens up, and I will also tell you when it closes. In that window, you can do your summative at any time, anywhere. So it doesn't matter to me. You can do it at 3 o'clock in the morning at your friend's house. I wouldn't recommend it, but you can do it if you want. After the 72-hour period, Canvas is going to lock the summative and you're no longer going to be able to interact with it. If that happens, you're going to need to schedule a time with me personally to take your summative. So that probably means before school, after school, or during PLT. So I think the best idea would be to do the summative during the 72-hour window. Hopefully everybody will get an opportunity to do that. But if you miss that window, it's not the end of the world. You just have to schedule a time with me. Okay. So technology, you need access to a computer or a tablet. Most things in this class you can do on your iPad, but you'll probably find that some things will be easier on the computers. You, of course, can use the computers here at school, in any of the resource rooms, in the library, in the trust zones. You can also come into my classroom if you have PLT and you would like to use a computer, scan into your PLT, come get a pass if you need one. You can come to room 65 and I can almost always get you computer access. Here are some ways to be successful. The first two are pretty standard. They apply to all classes. The third one is also standard, but for most of you, since this is your very first online class, it can be really easy to kind of procrastinate, not be very disciplined, forget to log into Canvas for a couple of weeks, and to get behind. Please don't let that happen to you. We chose you to be in this online class because we thought that you were responsible enough and capable of doing it and being successful. So check into Canvas, every few days. Do all of the activities in each module. Turn in your formative so I can give you feedback, and make sure to do your summatives in the window provided. If you do those things, you are going to do great in this class. Okay, guys, I have already spoken way longer than I expected to. If you have any additional questions, contact me through the ways that I discussed right here. Otherwise, go ahead and get started on your Module 1 activities, and I will see you soon.